welcome back to the Kelsie Taylor Photography YouTube channel. I'm here in the studio today with Kelsie Adkins.
Hello.
From Makeup by Kelsie. You may have seen her at some of my senior sessions, doing makeup for some of you all. But today we are doing something exciting. We have gathered our favorite drugstore makeup products for you guys. We've done a lot of research and development.
Yes, a lot of hours spent trying out different makeups. It's been intense.
It was grueling.
Yeah.
It was a hard job. So we're going to go through our top favorites, talk to you about what we spent on each one, what we liked about them, maybe any cons if there's some things we're not in love with. But you know, we know you guys don't always have money to go out and buy like Anastasia Beverly Hills or Kat Von D lipsticks or whatever. So
there's some good alternatives from the drugstore.
We've done the hard work for you.
So first of all, I would like to say, we didn't tell each other what we were going to get. We were just like,
true.
Listen, let's try to shoot for something under $7. She didn't tell me, let's stick to certain brands, or just kind of like go for it. So ironically enough, we both got similar products. So the first one that we have was primer, and we got the same primer.
Well, kind of. I have a secret. I have a secret like second thing also.
Oh, well, I do too, so that's perfect.
Okay, so let's talk about the first one.
First primer.
If you guys are familiar with Nikki Tutorials, who is a YouTube makeup guru, she swears by this. It's Nivea for Men Sensitive Post-Shave Balm.
The trick that I found to it, you have to really rub it in your skin and keep rubbing until it gets tacky. Like, you don't want to just leave it on there like lotion. You like really want to work it into the skin is what I found that works best. My love for this, it smells like a man, which is delicious. I actually I tried it hoping it would be a primer, but I actually kind of prefer it as a moisturizer. And then I'm sneaky and I have a second primer. Like Kelsie said, it takes some work, but even with rubbing it in, I just didn't feel like it filled my pores as much as I wanted it to. So I do love it. It's phenomenal. I love it to moisturize my skin. I put it on sometimes like before I go to bed because I feel like it makes my skin really nice. Really smooth too, yeah.
But as an actual primer, I'm sneaky, and I got the Maybelline Baby Skin. It's actually called Instant Pore Eraser. It's not called a primer, and it is an instant pore eraser. If you're like me and you have a little texture to your skin, you can see your pores kind of. This stuff is money. I like this. And sometimes I put it on top of the Nivea for Men. I might wear it by itself. But this was my winner of the primer competition.
See, well, I actually have another one too. It's e.l.f. It's the illuminating primer. I really want to like this. I really do. I really like a L'Oreal primer. It's very luminous. But this one's like yellow almost.
Interesting.
I actually mixed it with just a normal moisturizer. So it still had the same kind of luminous effect, but gotta go with Nivea for Men. It was my favorite. It just really helps the makeup like stick to your face is what my biggest concern is.
Yeah. And the Nivea, just like Kelsie said, everything we aim for under $7. The Nivea for Men is $5.50. You can find it in the men's like shaving lotion section. And the Baby Skin, I think, is around $5.
And obviously the Nivea was we said $5.50? Yeah, $5.50. The e.l.f. illuminating primer was actually $6. I was a little shocked at the price, but
so
whatever.
Expensive.
I know.
So now that we've primed our faces, next on the list would be foundation.
Yes.
Tell me what you got.
Well, first of all, we're kind of hoping to get more of like a BB cream, something more lightweight, but I couldn't find one that I really love for under $7. So I actually, well, first of all, I have actually really dry skin. So anything dewy and luminous, I gravitate towards. I actually found it is the Maybelline Fit Me. It's the dewy and smooth. So, and this was only $5.50, something like that. So it was very inexpensive, but it has a very good coverage to it, and it also has a very dewy finish to it, which is my foundation perfect. So
I'm actually the opposite of Kelsie. I have oily skin, so we have a little something for all of you out there. The Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. I'm obsessed with it. Like, of all the products that I tried that were new, like, now I'm gonna keep buying it. Like, through this experience, this is the one thing that I'm like, oh my god, Because usually I'll do my makeup and then like 3 to 4 hours later I get really greasy like through my nose and my chin and like right here. This stuff is like creamy, it's thick, it has a really matte finish, and it stays matte pretty much throughout the day. And it's like $6.
Perfect.
It's amazing.
It's perfect.
Concealer. Yes, concealer. Kelsey's foundation is actually the same brand as my concealer, which looks a little raggedy because I bought it like months ago just for myself. But it's Maybelline New York Fit Me. The Fit Me, they have concealers and powders and foundations. I've tried lots of concealers. Mine's mostly under my eyes. I get kind of like that darker tone, and I've struggled to find something that I like how it looks. And the Fit Me concealer is really good.
What shade did you pick in that
I got Sand.
I got the exact same thing and the exact same shade. I really like it because it has more of a yellow undertone. And so I've actually tried a more high-end, it's NARS creamy, radiant creamy concealer in custard. And I love that for my under eyes. And this is almost a dupe for that. It's very creamy. It has that yellow undertone to it, so it really brightens up your under eyes. And this is one of my favorites. I've liked this for years. So winner.
Winner, winner. Winner. We got another match.
Oh, and they were, how much was this?
Oh, like,
I think it was like 4.
I think they're like 4 or 5.
4 or
They're in the 4 to 5
$5.
range.
Very reasonable.
Yes. Blush, since I'm the only blusher. Kelsey doesn't wear blush because she's weird.
I know.
And this is, I actually enjoy blush, so I actually tried like 6 different blushes.
It's a good excuse to
I like blush. So I got the Wet n Wild Color Icon, which I like how pigmented it is. It's actually really pigmented, so like I put a little on my brush and then tap my brush off. Otherwise you have like a lot. But I hate the opposite, where you like dig your brush in the blush and there's nothing. No. So I got this in the Mellow Wine. It's kind of, it's kind of like a peachy pink, which I like for the summertime. That's why I picked that. And this was...
You have a price for this one.
It was $2.93. $2.93.
That's crazy.
At Walmart. I got this at Walmart.
And that's a lot of product for $2.
No, seriously. I mean, the brush that they give you is like super jank, but who's going to put blush on it with that? Nobody uses that. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of product. And I love it.
Yeah, awesome.
I want to do brows.
Brows? Let's do brows.
The brows. The brows are the most important part of your face.
They frame your face. I think for me personally, if I see a girl with good brows, well, I just go up to her. You know, I'm gonna give a compliment.
I like your brows.
If I see a girl with good brows, I'm gonna give a compliment when it's due. So I like your brows, and if you have ever gotten a compliment from me, I meant it. For brows, what did you get for brows?
Well,
because I have a couple different things.
This is another one of those like kind of gray areas. I cheated a little today, and I used a pencil and a powder. I tried the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. There's a lot of eyebrow kits out there that have a powder and a wax. I'm not gonna lie, just throwing this out there. The e.l.f. eyebrow kit, the wax is weird.
I was afraid
the wax is really odd. I do kind of like the powder, but to be honest, you could buy like any matte brown eyeshadow.
That's exactly what I did.
It's not that exciting. So it's $3, don't waste your $3. I did use the powder today though, just for honesty purposes. I did use the powder, but my favorite, this eyebrow pencil's 93 cents. It's also Wet n Wild Color Icon, same as my blush.
Man, I'm loving it.
Walgreens, Walmart, Target, anywhere, they're literally under $1. It's like 95 cents, 98 cents.
And look at how much product you get.
I've used this much of it. That's my only thing. It's a softer pencil, which is perfect because it goes on really well without a lot of struggle, but I sharpen it every time I use it.
Okay.
So, but you get the pencils like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
For under $1.
That's amazing. I actually tried this. First of all, I'm a huge fan of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So anytime I can try to find a dupe for that, I will try to find it. They're like $25.
Yes.
I think so.
I do love mine, but they are expensive.
I do. So I actually found something kind of similar. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. They only have like 2 shades, like light and then kind of dark. So
light to
and I have black eyebrows, so it's kind of difficult for me to try to find something that doesn't make me look crazy. I really like this one. It has a very pointed tip to it, and similar to the Brow Wiz, it's not really creamy. So you actually have to move the pencil around a little bit more to get your product. But I almost like that with the brown pencil. I don't want it just to get caked on the moment I put it on there. So, and it has a spoolie on the end of it too. So I was a real big fan of that. But I didn't use it today. I have been using, I know, I have been using.
She cheated!
I have been using it, I swear. But like she said, my favorite thing is just to get any dark brown, almost black eyeshadow and an angled brush with mine has a little spoolie on the end, and I've just been using a powder and just filling it in with a brow powder. Bronzer, I actually found one that I like. I'm not a huge fan of shimmery bronzers because normally if I want to highlight, I'm going to use a highlight of a specific shade that I like. However, this is a Wet n Wild Color Icon. This brand,
the Wet n Wild Color Icon.
Are we getting paid by Wet n Wild?
Somebody contact us about this.
Yes, please. But this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon. It's a bronzer with SPF 15. So anytime, if I'm not doing like photography pictures, I'm gonna try to use SPF. Anything that I have, just because I want to protect my skin. But this is Take It to Brazil. It's a bronzer. It's a little bit shimmery. Nothing too crazy, but it's like a more
it's
cool.
soft too. It's not
soft.
like really.
It's a very cool tone bronzer, or cooler. It's not orange. I don't want the orange bronzer. But I really like this one, and this one was $3. So
Sweet.
Can't get anything better than that.
I tried a bronzer. I didn't like it. I like to stick with more, like I said, more matte. I don't usually go for shimmery bronzers. So I actually ended up with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Contour Palette. Which is, you know, I mean, it has, oh my gosh.
Can you open it?
It has 4 shades. If you are like a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills or any of the fancy Sephora brand contour palettes, honestly, I really like this. It was $6.
What? So
$6.
That's crazy.
And honestly, I've looked at contour palettes before that have like 6 to 8 shades, and I'm like, I don't need all those shades. There's a really dark one, or there, you know, whatever. So this actually works perfectly. I usually mostly use these 3. I don't really have a function for like the medium one, but as I get darker in the summer, I may. But this is what I use like to contour my cheeks rather than a bronzer. I use these 2 brown shades. And sometimes I use the 2 brown shades without any blush.
How dare you?
I know.
Well, speaking of contouring, I actually have a specific contouring kit that I have that kind of ties along with my highlighter. It's, again, Wet n Wild. It's the contouring palette. Does that say contouring palette contour?
Yes. It's odd wording.
It's
Wet n Wild.
It's a contour kit by Wet n Wild.
You guys made that sound weird.
I know. So actually, I really like the contour color in this one. It's a very matte contour. It's almost too pigmented.
Yeah, like, that's really like
crazy. So I have to use a very light hand and be gentle with it. I have to be nice to it, or else it will make my face muddy. But the highlighting shade is really good as well. They're both really silky.
That's really
They're silky, and they
can you people see
can
this?
you feel? I wish you could feel this right now.
It is really silky. That's like a weird word, but it's.
I don't like really chalky powders.
I might have to go get that.
I might just want to swap me out.
How much was that?
Well, this is the thing. So I went to Walgreens and I had my Walgreens card, and these were on sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. So these are pretty much $3 a piece.
Nice.
So pretty awesome. Since I'm going towards this.
Since she's there.
We have the same highlighter again.
Man,
really
this is like.
It's amazing. But do you have a favorite shade?
Well, yes. Okay. I got this thinking it was a good way to try multiple highlighters without like breaking the bank on more than one.
Right.
Now I didn't get it at Walgreens. I got it at Walmart. And regular price it's like $4.50. So she saved like $1.50 more than me. I used these first 2 and I kind of mixed them together, to be honest. I have a big fluffy fan brush, so I just kind of like mingled them together. And I used both of those for like my cheek highlight, my nose highlight, like underneath my brow. This one on the far is a gold, and I use that on my eyelid sometimes. I have yet to find a really solid use for this like rosy wine pink. If you were going to put it on your eye, it would be an okay eyeshadow. It is not really an okay highlighter. It's very pink.
Yes.
So, but other than that, I have no complaints for $4.50 for a highlighter. Kelsie cheated.
I cheated
again.
Well, we've been cheating throughout this whole video.
Because I know that's not $7.
No, this. Okay, so I cheated.
Just show
like she
them.
said. This is a Morphe palette with a bunch of shadows.
So pretty.
This is the Morphe 350 palette. It was like $25 or something. But the reason
divide it up.
if you divide it up, you can buy these shadows separately from the website. They're only $2 an eyeshadow. You can get this kit and then you just pop your own shadows in there if you want to. So I use this for my eyes. I use this for my brows. There's so many uses to this, and $2 an eyeshadow. That's crazy.
That is perfect.
So Morphe brushes.
And they're really pigmented.
Very
From what I
pigmented.
hear, I haven't
Very
ordered one
pigmented.
yet.
Yes.
Well, I have, this was my, this almost broke the bank on the budget. $6.99.
Oh, man.
It is the NYC New York Color. It's their new eyeshadow collaboration with Demi Lovato.
Ooh,
and I kind of got sucked in. I did try other eyeshadows. I did try multiples. And I do like this brand. But I think the thing I liked about this is I got a lot for my money, and I do like my Naked palette. I like neutral tones. I will say the more matte and like darker shades are pigmented and work really well for like smoking out the eye, like in my waterline. The lighter like glittery colors, once I put them on my eye, I don't feel like they're not quite as like heavy as I want. I have to layer them considerably.
Yeah.
But I don't use a lot of really
good colors.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't use a lot of really light glittery colors anyway. So, but I do really like it. Overall, my overall experience, I dig it. There's some really good tones there
though, too.
Yeah.
Since we both have the same liner, again, would you like to talk about
I have
that?
a secret about this though. Wait, what? Okay, so I bought this. It's the same as yours, right?
Yes.
This is Rimmel London Scandalize Liquid. It's like a marker, like a felt tip marker. I don't really like it.
You don't? Why don't you like about it?
Well,
Tell me why.
I am like married. I'm in a really serious relationship with my Kat Von D tattoo liner. So I just feel like this didn't quite do it for me. It's not bad. Like, I mean, it's not bad. And when you do it on your hand, you're like, okay, this could be good. I have a hard time though getting it. It's like when you go over it and you go over it again, but instead of adding product, it wipes away your first swipe.
Yes.
So like what I did today, I did use all my products today, but I started out, I took an angled brush. I'm gonna steal Kelsey's. I took an angled brush and I used this dark, like really dark charcoal from my eyeshadow, and I smoked everything out. And then I just did this to create a little wing. I did not use this solely by itself. I'm sorry, I just can't. Hold on. Oh, $5.50 at Target.
Dang. I don't think
Sometimes Target and Walgreens are more expensive. You just have to like check around. But mine was $5.50. So
mine wasn't that expensive, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I got ripped off.
But I was kind of similar though. Like, I really like you said, the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I like the consistency of that. It's very pigmented. This you almost have to push a little hard.
Oh, maybe
and
that's what I didn't do.
And then, well, another thing though is when you put it on, it doesn't dry to a very dark black color. It's almost like chart. It's not as dark.
It
as Kat Von
doesn't
D.
like saturate all the way.
Right.
I feel like you can kind of like see through it.
Definitely.
So. And honestly, I was too lazy to go out and buy 5 more and try them. So this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I lined it first, and then I went in with an angled brush with just a darker.
And you went over it.
Well, I went over it. I actually saw Kylie Jenner's makeup artist has been doing. I have her app. Don't judge me. I love her.
We cannot be friends anymore.
We gotta edit that out.
Whatever.
But anyway, so she's been smoking out her top lash line and her bottom lash line. So I kind of copied her. So I put the liner on first just to add a little bit of definition, and then I went in with an angled brush and just kind of diffused everything out. And I thought
went over it a little.
okay.
Yeah. Let's do mascara. We're on the eyes already.
All right.
You got one.
I have
Go
one.
first.
I have one mascara, and again, Wet n Wild. It's Max Fanatic Cat Eye mascara, and I feel like with a lot of mascara wands, they're very gimmicky. You know, they'll be like the newest wand, and
It's gonna make your lashes
go crazy. So I if I can find a certain shaped wand, which I did. That kind of does two in one. So one side is like longer and you can really get into your lashes. Then the other side is good just for kind of like adding like, or like your lower lashes. I have a really hard time with mascaras. Like I love the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but the wand is so big.
And then when you try to do your bottom, it's
when you do your bottom lashes, you get mascara all over your face, which is fine and you can fix it, but it's nice to not have to.
I like that.
Yeah, and this one was kind of a 2-in-1 for top and bottom lashes,
Cool.
so I love it. And it was $1.99. So.
What?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
So my traditional is the Maybelline New York Classic Volume Express Mascara. They have like Falsies Volume Express, blah, blah, blah. No.
yeah.
The blue one, the classic, this is a personal issue. This is a personal preference. This is why I have two. So I wanted to get out of my box and try something else, even though mine fit the criteria. So there is a celebrity makeup artist who does like Kim Kardashian's makeup who swears by the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Mascara. So I tried it. I don't hate it, but I like my mascara to dry completely. I have issue with like sticky mascara.
Yeah. And then it'll transfer to your lids too.
Right.
So.
And I have this weird thing where at night I like to pick my mascara off.
Oh girl, don't say that.
No. No. So it has to be dry for that to be able to like slide it off. So it's just weird. I'm weird. So I like both. I like that the L'Oreal is very thick and like really makes my lashes look longer. It honestly does make them longer than the Maybelline. My only problem is it still stays kind of tacky. It never really dries all the way.
Ooh.
So, and if you put this on and then you try to curl your lashes with a curler because it doesn't dry, you pull all the mascara off with your curler.
And your lashes with it, probably.
So I put on one layer of the Maybelline, curl my lashes, and then I finish with the L'Oreal.
Sometimes it takes 2 steps.
If you have no issues with creamy mascara, just get the L'Oreal. This one was like $5.95. It was like just under $6. Whatever. This one's a little over $6. They both fall in the rules. This does make them look longer though. I will give it that. I just don't like the consistency as much. So
I feel you go.
2. I got 2. I just lose the lips.
Just the lips, my favorite part. My favorite part.
My favorite, I like matte lipsticks. I don't want glossy. It's not my thing. And my favorites are the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I do not discriminate on shade. I have like 4 or 5 of these. This one is Copenhagen. It's just the one I picked today. They dry like 90%. There's a little bit of creaminess there, which is good if you have really dry lips. It doesn't like dry out. And they're $6.
When?
You can, the only place they have NYX in Arc City is Stage. But you can go get them there. If you're out of town, you can go to Target or wherever and get the NYX matte lip creams. My favorites.
I have a, not really similar, but it is a matte liquid lipstick. This is by ColourPop. The only downside with ColourPop is you have to order it online. They don't have anything in the actual drugstores or anything like that. This is by far my favorite lip shade and lipstick ever. I wear it every single day. It is Beeper by ColourPop. And I will give you a disclosure, not disclosure, I will give you a fair warning. They're very drying. They're almost too matte.
Like when they dry, they
will dry. Yeah, and they don't budge, which is part of the, you know, being matte.
Is that
and
a dupe for Kat Von D's Lolita?
Lolita? Yes, it is.
I bought Lolita the other day.
Which I have Lolita, and so compare the two. The formula is very different with both. This one's so dry, and Kat Von D is a little bit more wearable, I would think. But color-wise, this is definitely a dupe.
So that wraps up our drugstore faves.
That was a good little makeup haul.
Felt pretty good about that.
Yes, definitely.
If you want to see more from Kelsie, tell them how to find you.
I have Facebook, and I have 2 different Facebooks. You can add my personal Facebook, that's fine. It's Kelsie Atkins. Or I have an actual just makeup page, which is Makeup by Kelsie. I also have a YouTube channel, Kelsie Atkins, on YouTube. So,
and she does fun, like, gory Halloween things.
Gosh, I love special effects.
Her bloopers are where it's at. All right, guys, that's it for today. Until next time.
See ya.
Bye. Hello, Snapchatters. I feel like I'm so close to you right now.
I'm gonna be really proper.
It's like, okay. Hi. No, in Walmart, they don't like you to test the makeup because they're Nazis, but I did it anyway.
I'm lame and I don't like blush, so
whatever.
Well, it's not that I mean,
I basically put highlighter all over my face. I could use one of those in my brows.
Yeah.
Little. We have a man down. stop it. It's so good.
What?
Yes!
Okay, then it's perfect for this video.